Can you believe that animals could be harmful to the environment? Yes, it's true if they're invasive species. Invasive species are species not native to a specific ecosystem and believed to cause damage to the environment, such as the destruction of biodiversity, decline in forest productivity, disruption of ecological processes, and the extinction of native species. It's like a Pandora's box with endless problems. In the US, about 1 in 7 of the introduced species has become invasive, which is responsible for 42% of the threatened or endangered native species. In most cases, invasive species are introduced by human activities. We cannot blame anyone but ourselves. Humans are powerful enough to introduce invasive species, but almost helpless to get rid of them. The reason is that once an invasive species establishes its habitat, gaining control over it becomes extremely difficult. As a result, prevention, early detection, and rapid response are key strategies for fighting this problem. Implementing these strategies requires raising awareness. The challenge is to motivate the general public to tackle the serious issue of invasive species control. The following are some insights and related audiences that I defined. If there's no natural predator for invasive species, why can't humans fill that role? Many invasive species are potentially good sources of protein, but Americans won't eat them because of unfamiliarity, misleading information, or lack of cooking instruction. Safe and delicious food is always welcomed by foodies. The role that animals play in our environment is a topic that is taught in school to children. Through my investigation, I have found that there is a great need for invasive species education among adults. Those who love animals are always keen to learn more about all kinds of creatures and how we affect each other in our daily lives. Many invasive species are excellent hitchhikers. They travel by attaching on the surface of boats, cars, and even people's clothes. However, invasive species is not well understood by the recreational public. These are my design opportunities. I propose to design a guiding system that helps people prepare and eat invasive species. I'd like to develop an animal education program in a museum with appropriate aesthetic perspective for adults. I'd like to design for regular events that help the recreational public to identify species and minimize the unintentional introduction of invasive species. The outcomes I hope to accomplish through design are getting the general public to know about and motivating them to curb the spread of invasive species.